Hi, you guys. I just got in from doing a 3 mile run this morning, and as I was running, running helps me think. As I was running, I was thinking about what I need to do to become successful, and uh, I need to have a new goal in life. And I was thinking about what I need to do, and then I started thinking about what people consider makes them successful. Like what hurdle or what event do you need to accomplish in order to be successful? And then I started thinking that people are people are confused about what success really means. And people kind of get confused, or they get a little waterlogged and considering other people's success, or what they think other people's success means in in context of themselves. Like what my parents would think would be successful for me is what I should consider to be successful, and that's just not how it works. People get really caught up in what other people think, and it just kind of keeps them from actually succeeding to that next level. So I kind of wanted to make a video about that, and I just wanted to come to ask everybody what they considered their level of success, and once you accomplish that, what will you do next? So I've had goals in life. I've had my little successes. I've always been pretty good about determining what I want to do and then being able to actually accomplish it. So I mean, they might not have been big to other people, but they've been big to me. And people, they tend to get locked up in stuff like that. Like just because an accomplishment that you made is small in scale doesn't mean it's not a big success. And people don't really understand that. Just because your parents didn't graduate high school, you think that you can't graduate high school, and they might be supportive of you graduating high school, but there are a lot of people whose parents aren't, because they're like, high school was hard, and I couldn't get into it, and you're my kid, and you're just like me, and you can't get anything done, so you're not gonna graduate high school either. And so people kind of get sucked into that mentality, like just because my parents didn't do something, I'm not gonna be able to do it either. And so they kind of just get sucked into that, and then they don't ever do anything with their lives. Or people are like, college is so hard, I can't graduate college, this test is too hard, this class is too hard. Yeah, the class is hard. I took a hard class in college, and it sucked. I'm telling you, it sucked really, really bad. It was genetics and society. It was a biology class, and I'm not terrible at biology, but Lord, that class was hard. I mean, that was the only class I ever made a C in the entire 3.5 years I was in school. The only class, and that class was hard. I mean, I was in that professor's office like every single day. Like, I don't understand what you're saying. I mean, people kind of get wrapped up in that, but I graduated. And that was a success for me. My parents never graduated college. My brother didn't graduate high school. My sister didn't graduate college. I was the first one in my family to graduate college. And that was a big success for me. And it might be small to other people. Some people, they're like, well, college is stupid. Okay, well, that's great. Whatever, you don't think college is for you, that's fine. College was for me. I had a great time. I succeeded. I set that goal. I wanted to graduate in a certain percentage of my class. That was what I had in mind. I went to my freshman year. I was like, I'm going to graduate this time frame as such and such. I graduated a half a year early, and I graduated in like the top 5% of my class. That was for me. That was a success for me. So what is your success? You know, Last year I just didn't have anything to do. So I said, I'm going to run this half marathon. And it doesn't matter how long it takes me to run it. I said, my aunt and my cousin ran it, and my aunt is like 50 something years old, and I'm 24. If my aunt who's 50 years old can run a half marathon, I'd be damned if I can't run it too. So slowly but surely I ran it. I ran the entire thing. I ran it in 2.5 hours. When I joined the military, well, when I was thinking about joining the military, I started kind of working out and everything, and I was dating my ex at the time, and I started running, and I made the decision to like kind of incorporate road races, or like running races into my training regimen. And like the first one I was training for was a 5K, and like the first day I went out, I went and I ran a mile. And I called her. I was like, yo, I ran a mile. And she was like, how long did it take you to run? I was like, it took me 14 minutes to run a mile. And she just started busting out laughing because she used to be in the Army. And she just straight up laughed in my face. And that crushed my soul to, I mean, it still hurts to this day that she just laughed like straight up in my face. She was like, you're never going to make it. You're never going to make it like that. And I said, okay. I said, okay. And I mean, it hurt my feelings really badly. It hurt my feelings. But I kept running. I kept running. And not only did I graduate BMT, when we broke up before I left for the Air Force. So I lost my support system that I thought I would have. And she told me I wouldn't be able to do it. She told me I wouldn't be able. She's like, oh, you're not going to make it. I was like, okay. So if nothing else will ever light a fire under me, that will. And I was like, I'm going to prove to you that I'm going to make it. And you don't have to really know. I don't care if you don't ever find out. But I'm going to prove to you myself that I can actually do this. So I went from running 14 minutes in a mile to I can run like 8.5 now. And I graduated as honor graduate. And my MTI loved me. Everybody loved me. You know, I was a top honor graduate, and you know, everything fell in place for me because I wanted to be successful. And somebody told me I couldn't do it. So I made sure I could do it. And people are around this world, and they're just around just to beat you down. And they're around to tell you that you can't do things. And I'm here to tell you that you actually can do it. And people like to give up on their dreams, and people like to be like, oh no, it's too hard, or I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough time, or all these people are telling me no, and I'm telling you, who cares what they say? Who cares? Because if I had listened to my ex, I would still be sitting in South Carolina working at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I would be broke, and I would just be sad. But look where I am now. I live in England now, and I'm going to Korea next year, and I have enough money to do whatever I want to do. So people need to stop letting people who are naysayers get into their mind. Stop that. If you've been watching me for 2 years, saying to yourself, "Oh, I want to join the Air Force. I'm watching Aja's videos, and you know she's helping me." If you've been watching me for 2 years and you say you want to join the Air Force, what are you waiting on? Or you want to join the military, you want to be a firefighter, you want to be a teacher, I don't care, whatever it is. You know, you want to learn a third language, I don't care. If you say you want to do it and somebody's telling you no, or you're telling yourself no, why? Why are you doing that? What's to stop you from doing what you actually are able to do? What is to stop you from being greater than you are today? I am better than I was yesterday, I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee that. People don't really understand that they have greater potential. They don't want to maximize their potential because someone is always telling them, no, you can't do this, or no, you can't do that. Or that little nagging voice in the back of their head is like, no, it's too hard. It might be hard. It might be hard. You know, when I started running, when I trained for that half marathon, when I hit those 8 miles, I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. This is horrible. It sucks. But it was hard, but I finished because I really, really wanted that medal. And I really wanted to come home and be like, yeah, I ran it. I ran it, and I ran it for me, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't care, you know, if anybody's proud of me, I'm proud of myself. So go out there and just be proud of yourself. That's all it is. You know, you are the only thing that can hold you back. You believe that. People are naysayers. People always want to tell you that you can't do something when they don't want to do it. But you can do it. I promise you can do it. You can go out there, you can kick ass, you can take names. So go out there and do it. And if you need help, you need somebody to talk to, you can write to me. Anybody who's ever written to me on YouTube, I always respond within like 2 days. If I'm not at work, I'll respond within like 5 minutes sometimes. So I always write back. So if you ever need somebody to talk to, whatever, I'll give you some way to contact me. Because I'm here. I'm telling you, you can do it. So go out there and do it.